You're watching Q in the streets. Q in the streets. Said you're watching Q in the
It's Q in the street. I love everybody here. They've been good to me.
It's Tashina Arnold, and it's Q in the street.
I love that. For Q in the streets, you need to make sure you go to his bio right now and click that link, okay?
What's up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Q. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Q. Back in the building with another video. Before I start, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell. What's this on my hat? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell. I miss y'all. Did y'all miss me? Let's go ahead and get into this Love and Hip Hop Miami reunion, Miami edition. What y'all up to? I'm in the house. Every time I feel like I don't do a video on the weekend, I feel like when I return on Monday, it's always a struggle to do a video. Not necessarily a struggle, it's just kind of hard to get back in front of the camera when I've not been doing this type of camera work all weekend. But anywho, let's go ahead and jump into what Love and Hip Hop Miami reunion gave us. To me, honestly, which wasn't too much, so this video probably won't be that long. So first of all, let's go ahead and get into the host. Were you guys here for Claudia Jordan, or do y'all miss Nina Parker? Me personally, it felt good for another host to be in that seat because there's a lot of amazing journalists out here outside of Nina Parker. And yes, she does an amazing job, but let's remember that Nina wasn't great in the beginning with that particular job. But I do feel like because Nina was around so long, that's why we love her and respect her. But she's moved up and Claudia Jordan has moved in place. Claudia Jordan, I did not like the hair, but I did love the jumpsuit. Your makeup looked great. The hair was simple, it was straight to the point, but I think, I don't know, I just ain't like it. It just gave me real band girl teeth. I keep sitting here playing on my thumb, y'all, because I'm in this quarantine in this house like y'all, and my nails and my head, I look a mess. Oh, I look a mess. I can't take it. How'd you guys feel about Kendall being behind the camera? Now that's one job, and I love Kendall, but I can't take it. It's horrible. He has gotten much better since he did Gucci Mane's and Keisha Kaur spinoff, but he's just still not there yet. Like, I feel like I prefer him doing Best Friend and Chill on Instagram. So it starts off with Amara and MJ. I didn't like Amara's outfit, Amara, or whatever, however you say her name, Amara's outfit, only because last year she came so hard, like she came with it last year. So this year I was just kind of disappointed. MJ, Amara's boyfriend is fine boots. Ooh, Shay Johnson. And first of all, if you know me, you know Shay is my sister. Like, that's my real sister. I rocks with Shay. I love Shay. Shay, you look good on the reunion too. Shay, you look good, sis. I'm here for it. Shay looked really good. I'm glad that her and Amara didn't have a really big exchange. But two people who did have an exchange was Shay and her brother. Shay was basically a little upset that her brother is still lingering around the house with Amara. Now, when we hear lingering around the house, I'm thinking, is he paying any bills? What do you have going on? What are you contributing to the house outside of you just showing up and being here? I do think that he loves Amara. I do feel that from him. I don't personally know him. I do know Shay. But I do think MJ, you can tell by his actions, his mannerisms, the way he talks about her. Or do you guys feel like he needs Amara to kind of stand on his feet? Or is, like, women, do you mind? Not necessarily mind, but is it okay for my black women here? Is it okay for y'all to kind of take a back seat and allow your man to, like, you be the breadwinner? Is that okay? Is that acceptable in your household? Or are you guys doing what or are you guys, is that just a flat out no? I ain't even finna try to play with it. Is it just a no? I do think that, you know, MJ is an artist. I don't think that, you know, him wanting to use her is to me, it's not fair. Because I feel like a lot of women sometimes go into relationships not paying bills, and that's just how I feel about that. So they were in the same dressing room. They said they're taking a break. I think that they'll get back together. Or if they aren't already together. But I do have a question. If he's out or down and without, why is he not at Shay house? Or why is he not at Shay family house? Or where's everybody else? Like, I don't see my brother being in a place where his girlfriend is like mistreating him and they're not doing well, and he's just like there kicking it on the couch and she walking around like that wouldn't work for my brother. I do like that Shay stood up to her brother though, stood up for her brother though, because in our community we're taught, like, my sisters know if a woman grown, young, whatever, act like she got a problem with me, you got to see one of my sisters. That's just period. If something go down with one of her boyfriends or one of her male friends, whatever, you got to see one of my older or my older or my youngest, and now my niece, and especially my mom. You're gonna have to see one of the boys in the family. That's just that on that. Period. So I do like the fact that Shay stood up for her brother. Shay came out on the stage pissed off. I don't know what it was that got Shay pissed off behind the scenes, but Shay was pissed from behind the scenes, or I felt like she was, I don't know if because they went first or whatever, but I do feel that Shay was pissed off as soon as they asked her about it. Like, she immediately let her brother hold it. I do think that he understands the music world because he has been in the music industry for a long time. I don't like the fact that Prima Donna kept jumping up in their business and having something to say. I don't like the move that Prima Donna pulled earlier in the season with bringing that girl Annie or whoever that girl is. I don't like that. I don't know what it is about Prima Donna, but every time she comes onto the camera, y'all, something gets on my nerves. I didn't like her yellow outfit. I don't like her snatch waist and her waist trainers. It's just something about Prima Donna that just kind of just gets on my nerves a little bit. It's like every time she starts talking, she just get on my nerves. And that's just all I got. I told y'all it's always one on each show. And I don't even think Prima Donna that one that just kind of made me just like squint my head and turn. It's actually a couple of others on that show that kind of get on my nerves. Let's talk about the fashions really quick. While we talk. I think who would y'all say had on the best outfit? Like, nobody really just blatantly took the cake for me. I didn't like what Bobby had on. I can't stand what Santana had on. I'm saying that because those are the gay boys on the show. I didn't like what Prima Donna had on. Shay looked really pretty. JoJo looked really pretty. Amada was a pass. I felt like Tip gave me really Jessica Rabbit tease. Wasn't here for. I did like Kendall's outfit, but that's only because I know the designer. But anyways, let's jump back into this. So, Trina and this whole situation between her and Julian and signed to this labels and all of this other stuff. Trina, I want you to just be the queen that you are and stop addressing this man. Because Trick got up and made one of the best points. Trick talked about if we all are here are saying the same thing about Julian, something is valid because there's nobody here defending you or saying anything about what you got going on. So, Julian, I don't think that you took money from, what's her name? Amada? No, from Trina, excuse me. But Trina, I just feel like the timing was bad. Trina's mom has just passed, he probably got this deal. Do I think it was for Trina? No, but I do think that it was tied to Trina. Like, oh yeah, but I got Amada on my team and I got Trina. Those are pretty much two of the hottest acts in Miami. So if you, from what we see, because I know I want y'all Miami people coming in and be like, that's not the real Miami, But what I am saying is, maybe he was trying to make it seem like, well, if you sign Amada or if you sign one of my other talents, I can maybe possibly bring Amada or Trina. So either two of the names is kind of like we gonna be good on either level. Trina, I just want you to put the lawyers on Julian. Because they start discussing producers not being paid, and a lot of us, including myself, was thinking about Trina's album not being on iTunes and things of such. Julian, I think as a manager, you should have made sure that those producers and anybody else that's connected to Trina's album was handled and taken care of, because at the end of the day, it's not going to fall back on Julian. All this nonsense and BS is going to be brought onto Love and Hip Hop. And now the world, and every time something happens, it's going to fall back on Trina. Even me, myself now, I look at Trina like, even when she was fussing at Little Mama, Trina, Trick Daddy's old girlfriend, and Trina calling herself the queen of this and queen of that. Trina, a real queen gonna make sure stuff is together. And I know your mother had just passed. And I just want you to see both sides of the fence. But I'm gonna move on. Prima Donna and Jocelyn, something else I'm gonna move on from it, because I'm not gonna be on this long. I don't know why or what it is about me. I just can never click with Love and Hip Hop Miami. And I know a lot of them. I know a lot of people on that cast. Have interviewed them, have hung out with, just the whole Love and Hip Hop franchise, period. But I don't know what it is. I don't watch New York at all. Like if I'm just bored, I'll cut it on. Or if it's like a particular scene, I'll cut it on. Miami is just like, yeah. Atlanta, I love Atlanta. But I don't know what it is about Miami that I just can't connect to. Like, why is Prima Donna? She was once on Atlanta. Why are you here in Miami causing trouble, messing up people's relationships? You in stuff. You bringing on this woman named Ann. We don't know who this lady is. I just feel like Prima Donna didn't really have a storyline. There was nothing about waist trainers. There was nothing about nothing. I really can't tell you what she got going on, you know, outside of her snatch waist and her being a bad bee and a mom of 3. Shoot, look at me rhyming. I could be on Love and Hip Hop now, but it's just like Prima Donna. I don't know what it is about you. It just doesn't click. However, I was not here for Jocelyn not showing up for the reunion. I definitely think that was mad lame. I don't like when people don't follow through with stuff. If you're going to give us a season, give us the whole season, Jocelyn. I really can't comment on Jocelyn. It's kind of like she took a L by default because she didn't show up to the fight. Y'all know how it was. Like, if you did not show up to a fight in school, you just basically took a L by default. It's just like, girl, we can't help you if you're not willing to help yourself. And I'm not saying that you're not willing to help yourself, but let me rephrase that. Not willing to help yourself, but show up to defend yourself, because I'm pretty sure you can help yourself. Because the one thing I do think is Jocelyn got a little coin. Well, enough to take care of her or what she think is cool. I do feel like, you know, Prima Donna, people come at you with the fat jokes so hard because we really don't got nothing else to talk about. All you do is talk about Jokeline and Cocaline and all this other kind of carrying on and what you got and your millions and your this and your that. And girl, I don't know what it is. And I know I got some Prima Donna lovers out there. I just can't do it. And how old is this lady? You got these girls, Sukiyana and all these girls. These girls is my age. That's why I want Rashida to get off the show. That's why I want Mama D to get off the show. That's why I want Scrappy and Bambi to get off the show. Because look at the people that y'all will be playing and arguing with. Look at Trina, old self. And I love Trina. Look at Trina on there fussing with that little girl. Look at Rashida when she was fussing with Kurt's girlfriend. Look at Bambi fussing with light-skinned Keisha. It looked crazy. Whew. But anyways, Santana and Tip. Santana, I'll start with Tip first. Well, both of these, in my opinion. Tip, you was wrong. You was wrong for jumping on that live. That's why I can't stand when something happen, everybody jump on live and got something to say. If you weren't actually there, if you didn't hear what actually came out of his mouth, and Tip, yes, you were there, but if you weren't down there getting the information, don't be jumping on live saying like, oh, he was going around twerking, and I do believe Santana was twerking. Don't say he was going around doing this and doing that. Do I believe it? Probably yes, I do. Do I believe it was a hate crime? Probably. No, I don't. That's just my opinion. I do feel like he probably was out doing a lot. But I mean, it kind of comes with him. On the flip side of that, no. Let me finish with Tip first. Tip was giving me Jessica Rabbit tease. Does Tip have a storyline? There's another person on here. Like, why are we dealing with Tip? Like, what did she do? I would interview her. Draw my numbers up. But outside of that, like, what does Tip really do? You call yourself a manager. I have to agree with Santana. You ain't doing nothing for Suki. I mean, hell, you got her on this show, and we're grateful for that. But I mean, you can leave now, niece. And that's a problem what I have with people who want to be in the spotlight and be trying to manage. Do you want to be in the spotlight, or do you want to which one you want to do? So, Tip, I think that now that you got your talent on the show, give it up, because you really don't have nothing to talk about. On the flip side of that, I do like that Santana and Tip made up. I hated Santana's outfit. I feel that they need to put Santana on this upcoming season as a main cast member. He's going to give us great TV. He's going to give us what we want when it comes to love and hip-hop. He's popping. I mean, no shade. He popping. He popping. That's really all I got for him. He popping. He's doing club appearances. He's doing what Light Skin Keisha's doing. He's doing what Tokyo did. That's the people we want to see on Love and Hip Hop. We can keep one or two old heads around, but it's just kind of like you just get to a point like, why are y'all on here cutting over these kids? So, Tip, that's why you just get none from me. I was glad to hear Santana's side of the story, though. I was definitely glad to hear Santana's side of the story, because I'm a person, I really don't tune into like a lot of lives and stuff, just because I've seen the back end. I know how this type of stuff goes. And yeah, I just don't really tune into like a lot of lives and stuff like that. But anywho, moving on from those two, Saucy Santana, I got tongue twisted because I said Saucy Santana. Santana, don't get caught up in Tip and her bull crap. Stick with them girls, Suki and the rest of the little three trio. I don't know what it is about them three girls. I like them. I really like Suki. What is it? Hood Brat. And what's the other one? Chameleon. I really like them. I think I like the Brat girl the most. Then Suki. Then the Chameleon. Is it Chameleon? Chameleon. Let's talk about somebody who really gets on my nerves, but the other person who she was in an argument with got on my nerves as well, and I'm going to let you know why. Nikki Natural. It's really not too much to say, Nikki. I just really feel like you fumbled the ball. You fumbled the ball with Love and Hip Hop, and I say that because you were given the opportunity to come on this platform and showcase your music and showcase your talent, and you did the exact opposite. You got on here and showed what a ghetto hood rat, trash, disrespectful, bottom of the barrel person that you are. And I know that you're young, and I know that probably sounds bad and all those kind of things, but Nikki, when you come and put yourself on a platform as such, and you do disrespect it, but forget the Trina stuff, because I'm about to get on Trina in just a minute, but you got on this platform and you thought because you were the girlfriend to Trick that was going to save you. How do you think that you're going to, how did you think that you were going to come between Trick and his best friend Trina? His good friend Trina, his homegirl, somebody he's been riding in the industry with pretty much like his sister. You can't squeeze in between that space. You should have got on here and made it about the music. That way you could have got another season. You know Mona's not inviting you back if you're not cool with Trick or Trina. Like, you just got on here and fumbled the ball. We don't got no music from you. We don't got nothing. All we got was that crazy behind scene when all them girls were ready to jump on your head. I don't like the fact that Trina said that Nikki Natural was beneath her, under her. She's the queen of Miami. Trina. How you the queen of Miami? The queen? Now, you might be the queen of Miami, and that's fine. But, Trina, I just want you to be cautious and understand that this new dog can teach you some new tricks. Now, I'm not saying Nikki Natural is that person, but what I am saying is you being on the road with them other girls, maybe that could have got Trina back irrelevant. We could have heard your story. You could have put out a new single on top of that album to do better than to put out that. You could have put out a single that did better than the album that you put out, and we would have forgot about the album. But you're so focused on this kind of stuff, Trina. And Nikki Natural to help you. I feel like I would have got 3 other girls who are just as bad or badder than the girls who's originally going to do the boot camp with me. Did my own boot camp. I'm already dressed up in my this ain't nothing to do with that. But I would have made Trina eat every single word that she spew out at me. And I hope you're smart. During this down season, don't be taking a bunch of stupid bookings. Get back on the show and you make a whole like Trina eat every word she spit out at you at that reunion. That's on period. But you're not gonna do that because you focus on everything else. I just don't want. I don't like when people like you can't come to Miami and you can't say nothing bad about Trina. Whoo. That would have been me. Now, me personally, I love Trina. I don't have anything against her. I'm telling you, if I was in Nicki Natural shoes, I would have ate her ass up about her CD not being on iTunes and any other musical outlet, girl. But on the flip side of that, I think that Trina went back and reviewed this show. And she saw how disrespectful Nicki Natural was to her, and she was over it. And she cussed her out and cussed her all the way out until she went to the back the little dressing room thing when she's back there with Kendall. Y'all seen Trina trying to knock on the phone. She even told Bobby Lytes, enjoy, let's go. Like you was somebody mama. That's really all I got for the reunion, y'all. It really wasn't too much. It really wasn't, you know, I'm really not the biggest Miami fan. Outside of that, the reunion didn't really give us too much. The fashions weren't so amazing. Yes, I do have a lot of people on that show who I love and respect and everything else. But I mean, that's really all I got for the reunion. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know who was your favorite. Y'all let me know who you thought was the best dressed. Oh yeah! Coming up. Oh well, they didn't get to that part yet, but I'm super excited to see Shay and JoJo and a few others sit down. But this is all we got for this particular part 1 of season 3. Part 1 of the reunion for Love and Hip Hop Miami. And I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to y'all later.